that will be done, and they will be pre-announced sort of. Okay, so quizzes you have to answer. Then there will be some sort of home assignment. Okay, some exercise along with that. There will be home assignments. And the third most important thing that I intend to do, I generally do, is some research oriented problem solving. Okay, they will carry a substantial amount of marks. Okay, so I hope to do that, but after some time. After some time means when you catch up with it, I determine actually that how the class is going. Then I will make groups, and then I will do that research oriented thing. Now, another thing which is a little implicit but not explicit is generally, this is my practice. I generally give some marks for attendance, okay, in normal classes, but this time I have to think what I can do, but generally this happens. Okay, so I will request all of you to regularly attend the lectures or regularly attend the uh, meeting. Okay, so that is one thing. Some small amount of credit definitely goes to there. Okay, and that has some value actually. I mean, if you say it is valueless, it is your responsibility entirely, but it has some value, especially in the boundary conditions. Next is, yeah, so more or less that's what I planned, that class timing is clear, syllabus is, you can find out, grading, I think we have cleared, notes, note and report preparation, that is the main part actually that I told you. So it will be not just blank, uh, I mean reading something, discussing, and then solving problem. It will be the other way around. Lots of questions on a particular topic that I will prepare, or my TAs will prepare, and will give those questions, and you have to prepare the notes. Initially, everyone has to do that. So, somebody has said this, that sir, can the lectures please be recorded, because sometimes due to bad internet connectivity or some other reason it is hard to understand the class then and there. Okay. See, I will see 1 hour this thing, you just all the material will probably be shared in a later course of time. So I don't see any need of this uh, recording. But if you feel, you may do that. I don't have any objection. But I believe that everything will be shared, okay, in a proper manner. The main purpose is everybody gets to the book, everybody gets to answer all the questions, okay, of every topic that we discuss in the class. Okay, that is the primary thing, and everybody has to prepare that. Okay, there is another Shibham, just a minute. Somebody has raised hand. Shivam Madi, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Very good morning, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, sir, this is Shivam Modi. I'm from Signal Processing Machine Learning Department. I'm an MTech guy.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I have a confusion that I have audited this course, but
You have audited?
yes, sir, I have audited this course, but it didn't popped up in my ARMS portal. So
See,
whether I'll be
okay, okay,
evaluated for
okay,
it or
fine,
not?
fine, fine, fine. Listen to me, listen to me. I have
Yes.
understood. I have understood it. See, now another thing I want to make it. You put your hand down. Uh, I just want to clear one thing. In the ARMS portal, I see around 112 regular students who are registered in this course, plus some backloggers may be there, plus some non-departmental students who are actually auditing this course. Okay, non-departmental and departmental maybe. Okay, who are not actually crediting it but auditing it. I have made no objection to that. The academic, it is up to the academic section how to process this, etc., etc. But let me be very clear that as an instructor, I cannot be biased or separate for students who are auditing and students who are crediting. Okay, so the evaluation mechanism will be uniform for everybody, and based on the evaluation you can actually get PP or NP, whatever, as you perform. Okay, I hope I made this thing clear to some of the people. If they have not got it, then that let them get it clear that you have to perform. Whether you are auditing or crediting, you have to. I cannot be different in case of evaluating, right?
Sir,
For
all I
example,
understand.
for
Uh,
for example, I'm saying, suppose there is a research oriented problem solving. Okay, so all the students who are doing credit, they are bound to do it, and suppose some people are auditing, they say no, we will not do it, then what will happen? I will give zero in that component, so there will be equal evaluation for them as well, and based on that, if they fail, they will get a NP kind of grade. I hope I make myself clear. If you have further doubts, you can raise.
no, sir, it's very clear.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
So there is a huge number of students attending this course, and for 4 or 5 people, I cannot take them separately. The assignments will be given. You have to do the assignments, whatever way. The
Sir,
notes have to be prepared.
all what I was asking is it didn't popped up in my ARMS portal,
No,
so
no,
I didn't know.
see, ARMS portal is not under my control. You
Okay, okay,
understand? Okay.
okay,
When you
okay.
do it, generally auditing things do not, I do not know whether it comes or not. It should come. Okay,
Yeah.
it should come. You inquire into the academic section.
Actually, I mailed them several times, but they didn't replying.
No, no,
That's why.
that's not my job either, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly.
not my job. That why this student's name has not come into that. I made it very clear, okay, to the DUPC or the DPPC of the corresponding people, okay, corresponding department, that it's not like it's a normal class and you sit and you just listen the lectures and you don't have any responsibility, you go away. It's not like that. Because it's an audit and there is a P and NP, you have to earn the P. I want to mean that.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. I hope I make myself clear. Okay. So I hope things are okay. Uh, any other related doubts? Okay. So I hope I have cleared some of the part. Now let us, as and when you may have doubt, you try to communicate in the group post basically. Okay. You can type in the chat or you can have it in the group post. Now, first thing that we are going to do is first thing is the greedy method. Okay, so we are going to learn the greedy method. Okay, greedy algorithm method. So first of all, I said, first of all, we want to raise lots of questions, and based on those questions, we will prepare the notes. Rather than first we will learn how greedy algorithm works, etc., etc., and then we will prepare. So what can be the first question? So let us take first. Uh, let us take a few questions of greedy algorithm, and then we will try to answer. Okay. So one very generic question that can come is, what is a greedy algorithm? Okay, let's say I have this. So if you search with greedy algorithm, okay, so what comes in mind first? So what is a greedy algorithm example? Okay, what is a greedy algorithm example? Now immediately somebody can say, okay, many algorithms are greedy algorithms, like say finding minimum spanning tree problem. Okay, given a graph, finding a minimum spanning tree. That's a greedy algorithm is used for that. So then there can be certain questions about this minimum spanning tree. So what can be one question? One question is, given a graph, okay, given a graph, how do we design a minimum spanning tree using greedy algorithm? That can be one first question. Okay. So this kind of questions, we need lots of questions like this. So design an algorithm for MST using greedy approach. Right. Now, if I try to do that, then immediately there may be multiple algorithms, multiple greedy algorithms actually. For example, one may be uh, Prim's algorithm, one may be Kruskal's algorithm, okay, and there may be many others as well. Then this question is a little vague. Design an algorithm. Somebody can come up with Kruskal's algorithm, somebody can come up with Prim's algorithm. Then a more precise questions will be how Prim's algorithm works. Given a graph, how Prim's algorithm works and finds the MST. Okay. What are the conditions of that? So certain questions, say 5 to 10 questions related to Prim's algorithm, maybe there. Right. Then there may be similar questions like, so there are other things like Hoffman code. So my point is that there may be actually hundreds of problems with greedy approach. Do we intend to solve or learn all the 100 problems with several questions related to each of them? Probably not, because our time is limited. Okay. So what we will do is we will raise questions only on certain problems. So raising the question is to some extent my responsibility. I will set up the question along with the help of some TAs. You have to understand and prepare the note based on those questions. And later one day we can discuss actually. I mean there will be method what we will do with these notes or reports. Okay. Uh, Sir, is there any language preference, example Python or C++ for the source code to be submitted? Probably you joined lectures later. Please be informed that this is not a programming class. I'm not asking you programs. This is text writing, answer writing. So document preparation that is done using latex. Okay, latex language note preparation. You can do it using overleaf. Okay, and I prefer latex and overleaf. If somebody is very new, I mean he or she doesn't understand or learn latex, he or she might write in doc, ms doc, but he has to submit both the source and the uh, pdf, both source and pdf. So for latex document preparation, if you learn, you will see it is dot text file. Okay, that is the source, and pdf is, of course, remember this course is about algorithm design and analysis. Probably we will not do much about programming. This is horrible. Some people are still. Okay, so am I clear? Okay, so what can be the problem? So first problem that we intend to do. So as I said that just to understand the greedy method, there may be many problems to solve and understand the greedy method. I mean, if we keep on doing it, our semester will end. So rather, we'll focus ourselves to selected problems and then we'll move on. So if somebody is interested to further explore the area, he is free to go ahead, right? So the problem I intend to cover in the greedy method, the first problem is called something called stable matching problem. Stable matching problem. Okay, that one thing I intend to cover. So what can we? So what I'll prepare? I'll prepare a set of questions on the stable matching problem, and you have to prepare the answers and notes to these problems. Okay. Then the second problem that I intend to cover under this greedy paradigm is something known as interval scheduling problem. Interval scheduling problem. Okay, so at least these two problems we want to cover. After that, still there may be many other problems, many other things to do, but we will move ahead and maybe we will take them as assignments or as some sort of research oriented problem solving rather than in the class, because as I said, if we keep on doing it, there will be no end to it. So so uh, so what can be the questions? Let us first take the stable matching problem. Stable matching problem. Okay, so if you search the internet, okay, if you go by the book of Kleinberg and Tardos, okay, the first topic that they discuss is the stable matching problem. Uh, I want to say something here, that remember the first thing or the most important objective of this course is to answer all the most of the questions that I raise and cover the syllabus as completely as possible within the limited time. If you don't have some knowledge, some basic things, You can discuss with me offline, or you can send me message where to refer it. Okay. Certain things actually we may not be able to recapitulate, I should say. So that thing you have to bear with. You have to recapitulate yourself to some extent. For example, uh, probably we won't get much time to recapitulate what do you understand by the order notation, okay, or maybe some very basic data structures like heap, etc. We will assume those things. If we do not, if somebody do not understand, for whatever reason, he has to recapitulate himself. I can refer what, which book or where they can find it, what is important there. If required certain questions on that topic, okay, I can provide. Understood? So regarding stable marriage problem, first question that comes in mind is, what is the stable marriage problem? So first you define the problem. Okay. So so that's the thing. I am, if I give lectures in the class, then probably I will say, okay, there is universities, there are students, and I have to match one university. All these details will come, but I want that from you actually. Okay. But what is more important is, at the end of the learning of stable matching problem, are you able to answer say 10 questions or 20 questions? That is more fundamental to me. Okay. Anybody can read a book, anybody can get the notes from the internet, but my question is, can you answer those 10, 20 questions? Yeah, somebody raised a hand. Can you? Oh, the hand is gone. Okay, so that is one thing. Another is interval scheduling problem. So let us slowly come one by one. Stable marriage problem. Uh, there may be many uh, involved question. Involved question means uh, like there may be several ways or algorithms to solve the stable matching problem. Okay, so if I generally ask a question, okay, solve the stable matching problem using one algorithm. If I give such a question, then different persons can come up with different algorithms. Okay, and there may be probably say around at least 10 to 20 algorithms. So probably we will narrow down what algorithm we want to learn. So one algorithm is probably Gale and Shapley algorithm. Gale-Shapley algorithm. Question: what can be one question related to Gale-Shapley algorithm? Okay. Give the pseudocode of the Gale-Shapley algorithm. That may be one very simple question, because this pseudocode is small. You have to in a box, latex box, you can write the pseudocode. Okay, and then corresponding to that pseudocode, there may be some more questions like, say, prove that the algorithm, Gale-Shapley algorithm, terminates in O of n square time, where n is the size of the input. Okay, that may be another question. Then there may be another question: prove that at the end of the Gale-Shapley algorithm, the matching that is produced is stable and perfect. Okay, so these are the certain questions that we want to understand. Okay, so you have to see while writing the report, what you have to do, you have to probably answer all the questions. That way you can do, that is one way. Another way possible is based on based on those questions, you prepare the document in such a way that all the questions are answerable. If one goes to that document, all the questions are answerable. But at the very beginning, I think it's difficult for everyone to look into that way. So let us go in a very, uh, in a very straightforward way. So I will have suppose 20 questions. You have to give comprehensive answers to those questions. Okay. One thing I must say, I told you a little earlier that how you write these things, you may write using book, you write using internet. I have no objection. But how precisely you write, okay, that is preciseness. To give example about preciseness, I often tell a very funny example. So somebody asks, what is the name of your uncle? Then he keeps on telling story. My father was doing something there. My mother was doing something there. Blah blah. And then my uncle's house is very big. All these things. And at the very end, he tells my uncle's name is Amok. Right. So that is total imprecise. We want precise thing. What is asked, just answer the questions precisely. Unnecessary writing doesn't award you any mark. So based on how you write, okay, how you write the questions, okay, there'll be some amount of overall credit that will go to you. Okay. Clear? And after that, you will be, so once I post, so this question preparation, what can be the questions? You can add, definitely you can add to some extra questions if you feel like, and you can also correspondingly, for example, say I write 10 questions or say 20 questions on this stable matching problem. You answer all the 20 questions and you yourself form a 21st question. You write that at the end of the report and you also answer that at the end of the report. That is welcome. Okay, probably you get some more credit to it. Okay, but this questioning, I will design the questions with the help of the TS. Understood? So at the very beginning, so once I have this for a particular topic, suppose stable matching problem, etc. Say it is done. So I give you this. The time I give the questions, from that time, say 3 days within some deadline, I'll post that deadline in the chat. So please follow the this group post. Okay, in the MS team there is a group posting mechanism, the way we are communicating. Please do not write emails to me, okay, because then my mailbox will be filled up. Rather use this thing as the post. uh, Okay, so from the time I give the questions, you get some around 2 3 days to post back the answers. I mean that source and the PDF. And once that is done, then probably uh, we do some processing and we do something. Okay, and that process will be done for each and every topic that we are going to cover or you intend to cover. Understood? Yeah, somebody's writing. Oh, see the class timing. Somebody wants to know the class timing. Class timing, please know that it is Monday 10 to 11, then Thursday 9 to 10, and then Friday 9 to 10. Of course, I mean 5 minutes before that, I mean it is given 10:55, so I will leave it at 10:55, and I mean so that people can join the other classes if necessary. So I hope I have declared the plan more or less. If you have any doubt, please feel free to question. Okay. So my advice will be okay. Then start studying the stable matching problem. Okay, and Gail Shapley. Okay, some more questions. Approximately how much time will be given to submit the report? Approximately 3 days, not more than that. So suppose there are two classes. I that the time that it's not the class that is important or the time I post this thing to you that okay this is the set of questions. I will send you a PDF, right? Then from that time I will give also a deadline associated with that. Okay, so within that deadline you have to submit. Remember, I generally do not consider. I think it should be doable within that. If cannot be done within the deadline, then you miss the deadline, and corresponding you do not get some credit probably. Oh, somebody is very unhappy or green facet. Any other question? So so you start reading the any of the books. I give you the name of the book that this the stable matching problem you can find in the Kleinberg Tardo's book and also in the internet you can get it. So you start looking at them. I will post the question as soon as I can, maybe today evening. Okay, and we meet tomorrow again. If any doubt, I mean, after preparing all the questions, if somebody has any doubt, We can discuss them in the class, no problem. Okay. As I said, I again let me repeat this thing. To answer certain questions in a comprehensive manner, you may need to grasp some prerequisite. For example, suppose I don't know at this point of time whether any of you know or not how the Kruskal's algorithm works. But if you go into the depth of it, you will understand that there is some data structure that is used, which is known as union find data structure. Okay. Now, that thing, of course, I will raise questions on that, and you have to write that in the answer. So report will be comprehensive naturally. But suppose you are reading something and you are not understanding what is a union find, then you need to go back. Okay, you need to search the Google, you need to search the book. I will tell you where it is internet. You need to understand the union find. If you have problem, we can discuss offline. But once you understand it, you should be able to understand how union find works, how much time it takes, what is the purpose that it solves. Okay, so that's why my intention is to comprehensively answer as many questions as possible for a particular topic. And for answering those questions, if I need some background knowledge, I have to delve into it. Okay, so I think we are closing to 55. Uh, Somebody replied, "Sir, can we find stable matching problem in Corman book also?" I am afraid no. I don't think it is there. I have to recheck, but I don't think it is there in the Kleinberg Tardo's book. Any other questions? Yeah, Jogesh Kumar, go ahead if you have. Somebody raised hand. Yeah, go ahead if anybody has any question. Okay, except when I say after 9:55, everybody else in the course can leave except the TAs. I think TAs have also joined in this meeting. So I request them to stay a few more minutes. So at 9:55, all the students, you may proceed to your next class. If anybody has any questions, he can raise now or he can post. So at the very beginning, I will again say learn LaTeX, how to prepare documents. Okay. We want both the source and the PDF.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Please introduce yourself. I cannot.
Sir, I am Samiksha Agarwal,
Okay, okay, okay.
first
Please.
student.
So you are a TA, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So do you have any problem to stay a few more minutes after 9:55?
Hello.
Yes, I hear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do you have any question?
No, sir. I just got a call from you, I guess.
From where? I mean, mobile?
I don't know.
No,
Yes, there was this call coming from your side, so I thought there's
no, no,
something
no.
important.
No, no. You remain in the meeting. After this students leave, we want to have a TA meeting, short duration TA meeting.
Okay, sir.
You are a TA, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Sir, can you write name of other book? See, I will suggest you to go to the course website, course CS207 in the DUPC site. There you can have all the books that you need. One is Corman, another is Kleinberg Tardo's book, and still there are some additional reference books that are given, so you can consult them. Sir, will there be credits for the overall design of the latex file as well? Yes, I mean, see, of course, I mean, there will be an overall credit, how you write, etc. I mean, but I am not especially asking for some very flashy or zazzy things. But okay, if somebody writes in a dirty way, somebody writes in a very organized way, of course, the person who writes in an organized way gets definitely some more credit than the other guy. Or will it solely be based on content? No, definitely not. I mean, see, I don't want to give examples, but definitely just content. If I mix all the food that you take in the noon time and give you, is it good? It should be organized, right? What is this? Some link is being provided. Oh, Tardo's book, maybe. Yeah, some PDF file has been shared. Uh, Klenberg Tardo's book, PDF file. Yeah, it is available.